Hi everyone, this is Ben from Boss Construction, your South Florida Permitting and Code Compliance Specialist. I am here doing a live interview and we all had to come together to do this. I am over here with Pedro Curbelo from Insurance Underwriters of America and Justin Nepola from Nepola Yonta PA. What's up, guys?
Hey.
How are we doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, one of the main reasons why I wanted to interview you is because of your influence in social media, your public advocacy, things that you're doing as entrepreneurs. I mean, we travel, you just came back from Cuba, you said, right? And I saw your social media from there. What are you guys doing to enhance your audiences and update them on both your business and how you're growing personally? Pedro first.
Well, I'm being me.
Yeah?
At some point, I realized that people want to see authenticity. So I'm not doing anything that anybody else is doing. I'm kind of documenting what I do every day, and it seems to be engaging, and people like it. And I drive about 50,000 people a month.
Wow.
From social media to my multiple sources of income, multiple businesses.
But I didn't know what it all you insured or what all you did, and I think that's something that entrepreneurs, I don't understand why they wouldn't want to share with people. But again, like I deal with some sensitive situations with permitting and code violations, but I love seeing what your business does.
Well, the thing is this.
The good, the bad,
Right.
Just the relevancy.
Everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people are not comfortable in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And it prevents them from letting people know who you are. Nobody cares about Insurance Writers of America or what Insurance Writers of America is about. Nobody cares about Big Boss Construction. They care about you.
Mm-hmm.
You're the face of the business. I'm the face of my business. Justin's the face of his business. So when you go out there, it doesn't matter how great your logo is, how much reputation your company may have. I mean, it does matter a little bit, but people do business with you. So what I realize is I'll just let people know who I am. This is who I am. Some like it, some don't.
This is my family. This is
Right.
This is how we travel. This is my day-in-day business life.
That's how it is. I say it's kind of like being a comedian. You go on stage and you tell a joke, and a bunch of people are going to laugh, and some are going to boo.
Yeah.
The ones that boo, hey, I'm still making money, go ahead, boo.
Yeah.
The ones that laugh, hey, thank you for the laugh, I'm still making money. So it's kind of what I've done in social media. I took that analysis and said, well, I'll just be me, be on stage, and sell me. And people are buying.
That's awesome.
People are buying.
I see that.
It's social media is now representing 40% of my new sales.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And I see Justin, again, all the time, whether it's your social advocacy work or your daily networking in South Florida. I saw you have an iPod. I'm sorry. I saw you have a podcast coming on.
Yep.
Santiago's going to kill me for that.
That's okay.
A podcast coming on. It's amazing.
You could listen to my podcast on your iPod.
All right.
There you go. Or your iPad or any other iPhone.
No, but we want to give people, again, not only an opportunity. You know, some people might not have access to video at a certain time, and they might just like audio. So
Absolutely.
Santiago sometimes rips the audio from the video and puts it in a podcast, which is awesome.
I know personally.
And he has a lot of followers from that.
I listen to my podcast every morning at the gym, and, it's a nice way to kill an hour. You get some more information. And so I started the podcast as an opportunity to highlight local nonprofits and events that are going on in South Florida. I didn't want to be another attorney doing another attorney podcast because it's just too dangerous when you're driving to have to listen to that. The potential of falling asleep. I did not want that liability. I figured it's better to interview people that I know, like, and respect, and shine some light on them and the great work that people are doing locally.
That's awesome. And how long? One thing I like to highlight about speakers is how long have you been doing, and what brought you to where that you are today?
It was kind of a strange path that took me there. As part of my law practice, I have to get new clients. So I'm out in the community on a regular basis, and people just started asking me, hey, where are you going tonight? What event's going on? When is the next volunteer opportunity coming up? And so I started sending out a regular email newsletter every week. From that, people wanted more information, and that's what prompted me to go, you know what, maybe I can dive down a little bit more, get a little bit more focus on individuals and specific events that I think are going to be of benefit for people. And so that's how I started doing the podcast.
And your clients, I've seen them, and you know,
Absolutely.
people want to see, you know, how you're doing business and testimonials. But again, not only that, like Pedro was saying,
Of course.
they want to see you.
Exactly.
They want to see what you do on the weekend.
Yeah,
You know?
it's so true. You know, people want to do business.
If
with
you
people.
go to Orange Theory or you do a beach cleanup or Habitat for Humanity, whatever it is you're doing.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, people want to see that. They want to see the real person. They
Yeah.
want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And so, yeah, one of my shortcomings on social media is I don't promote enough of the actual work that I do, the business side, the part that makes a living.
Yeah.
It should probably be 50-50. And
We're only like one person, you know. We don't have like we're not celebrities. We don't have production crews behind us.
You're getting there.
No.
You're getting there.
No.
You are getting there, my
But
friend.
I mean
We have a
I
nice studio.
Exactly.
but no, but
Studio,
I
yeah.
really enjoy being out in the field doing my live when I'm in Dallas, just showing people interesting content. Again, you know, I saw people very quickly just, you know, taking a picture here and there, or, you know, what we're eating for dinner, something like that. And then I'm like, wait, people might want to see where I'm taking Olivia, or
Exactly.
people might want to see what I'm doing with Justin or Pedro. And that's why we're here today. And how did you get started, Pedro?
How did I get started? I started hiring professionals,
Okay.
right? Because I saw that, you know, social media and online advertising. I've been in business 23 plus years, and I've always done the mainstream way of advertising: print, TV, radio, etc. And there's only a limit of return of investment. You know, if you want good audience, you have to spend money at the peak hours, which is outrageously expensive.
Ellen's on TV. We're at a peak hour right now.
Right.
That's true. We are competing with Alan.
So the cost of advertising or digital advertising is substantially less than the traditional ways of advertising. So I started hiring people to do it for me. And it didn't make sense, the price they wanted for the expertise that they didn't offer. Like, nobody had a formula. Like, if I spent $10,000, what do I get?
And how long ago was this?
This was about 2 years ago. And I
So
said,
technology was still relevant.
it was still relevant.
People
right?
were still on video and audio on the
Correct.
phones. Not as much.
Correct. And once I got to a substantial amount of money, I said, I'm not getting my return on investment. I'm just going to do this myself, because they're not doing any different than what I can do myself. And I started trying it, and I started seeing engagement. And then I learned from other people that were doing it, and I watched professionals or influencers or whatever, how they do it. And I just started going with this, hey. And I started clicking. You know,
Yeah.
I started engaging people, and the following started growing. And
It's your brand. It's your personality.
And I realized that this is working when I walked into an event, and half of the people in the event I didn't know, but they knew me. And it's like, yo, insurance papi, and they knew everything about me and everything about my life, and they were Googling me. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. There's money behind this. So I kind of cleaned that up a little bit.
Yeah.
And made it to what it is now.
Branded.
You know, I have pre-planned content, and I'm getting better at it. And it's become this business within a business. One of my largest business transactions now came through social media.
Wow.
It's crazy. You know, I have an announcement to make here. I'm gonna
All right.
I'm going to use the
All right.
opportunity.
Let's do it.
Because of social media, this man and I solidified our relationship. We've known each other for a while, and you know.
I didn't know about. I just invited the two people who would interview with me. I didn't know you guys had a. No, I didn't know.
So, you know, through social media,
That's cool.
I'm seeing what Justin does, and he's seeing what I do. Now we've known
Why didn't you
each
pick
other.
me?
Well, it didn't happen. I did not meet you yet. Maybe we'll do something together.
Exactly. The
so,
next one.
You know, so at some point, Justin and I met out of social media and said, you know,
Cool.
it makes sense to have a business together. So this is new. This is an announcement.
Nice.
This is
Drum roll.
drum roll. This is a premium announcement. Paid advertisement.
I didn't know about that.
Not paid. No.
Well, not paid. It's free.
No, it's free.
All right. So Justin and I has started a new venture. It's called Title Writers of America.
That's right.
Wow.
Which is the title company for South Florida. You will see a lot of advertising coming soon. We have Justin, the attorney.
I am the attorney of Title
Did this
Writers
go
America.
along with all your
does.
branding that I've started to see?
We're branding.
Because I've seen certain branding coming from you.
Right.
And different logos, different,
The diversification, I own multiple companies.
Okay.
And under the elephant logo, which is what I've branded and still branding, Title Writers of America is one of those entities.
What part of the elephant will Title Writers of America
Oh,
be?
the first one. I
Nice.
want title. Listen. I want to put Title Writers of America bigger than Insurance Writers of America, because I've seen and what happened with me as not having title experience. I've seen how this guy does it differently than other people that I've referred out to.
That's awesome.
I'm in insurance, and that's how that's what I do. I'm a risk manager, insurance broker. But title plays a big part.
Part of title is a buyer purchasing a premium
Right.
on a property to ensure that it gets transferred or conveyed, right?
Correct.
Correct.
So insurance is a big role in it
It's
as
a
well.
big role in it.
Because you're underwriting, or you're having an underwriter underwrite policies, right?
on the policy on the property side, the title is more on the actual title. What could happen?
But yes, you are insuring that transaction, and you are insuring quiet title.
Cool.
Good.
And I saw that a lot of title companies in the South Florida region were in it for the buck. They did not do the due diligence as I thought they should have done.
Well, I
the
see them.
client.
I see them out all the time. It was more along the line of strictly salespeople,
Right.
competing against one another when there's an intricate process that
Right.
goes along.
So-
Because we all essentially, we see each other out at events, and that's how we came here.
That's how we-
so we see a lot of the same stuff.
We do.
100%.
And Justin said, what did you say, Justin?
It makes sense. We both very similar entrepreneurial mindset. We both quality, family-oriented, family values people, and we're out there hustling all the time, trying to build our network and trying to just give back to the community. It just made sense to come together and work as a team in something that we can both do. And he's got the insurance experience. I've got the real estate and legal experience. We both had a good network of referral basis, so it just was the time to do it and to get out there and come together.
Like you guys, I watch Charisma on Command, and I watch some things on YouTube and other things, and and I'm not just saying this, but I relate things that I see on these shows of how to instruct people on how to engage people and how to deliver. I see really a lot of those attributes from you guys. And that's what made me want to have you guys here today. And that now that you guys are working as a power,
Exactly.
Right.
that's incredible.
And
Charisma on Command and those other guys better look out. This guy's going to start doing some public speaking.
That's right.
Now.
right,
He's already
yeah.
started it.
There's a lot of opportunities for me to be on stage. I've been asked.
Oh, sorry.
There's a lot of opportunities for me to be on stage, and I've been asked by some top speakers to join their team.
That's awesome.
I haven't said yes.
Is it
You've done a few presentations.
I've had,
already.
yes.
is it motivational speaking, or is it just to your industry, or both? They tie into
it's
each other.
Motivational, educational, and again, I'm an entrepreneur and I see an opportunity.
Yeah.
And if it makes sense, I tackle it. If I make money, great. If I didn't, I gain a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And that's what's made me who I am. And I see on the speaking stage that there's a lot of speakers saying, look at me, do what I do, and you shall be rich. And that is bullshit.
Anything quick and
Right.
But most of them have never done it.
Right.
And that's the difference.
So how are you
Somebody like
coaching?
Pedro
How are you?
has built
it's
these billion-dollar
look,
businesses.
Right.
I was in the background after I left the city. I came into the real estate industry. I saw a lot of coaches. They were not successful themselves.
Right.
I saw a lot of teachers in graduate school. They were talking about being practitioners of urban planning and zoning, but they had never been practitioners themselves. That mix is very important. So if you're a coach that's not a successful entrepreneur only for coaching, then what do you have to offer?
And that's where I saw the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, well,
I understand.
I've done a lot. I've failed a lot. Here's my experience, and should I do it? Because I haven't officially done it yet.
You guys have more grays in your beard than I mean, you guys have been there and done that.
Done
And
it.
I mean,
Done it.
no, awesome. Yeah.
It. So that will be a next, probably a next step. But for now, insurance, the private jet business, and title is what's driving. And
That's awesome.
I want title to be one of the most recognizable brands in the South Florida region. Actually, we have something really cool going.
What?
We don't do title for any client. We pick our client. It's got to make sense. So if you're a private client, we'll fly you in a private jet, and
Okay.
we'll do a closing.
Cool.
We'll do a closing in a yacht. So it's boutique. It's boutique. It's boutique. It's not designed to.
So
just a quick closing and get out
so basically, it's not your brick and mortar Chase Bank. Meaning you can do concierge closings, you could do all different types. What if they're in international waters? They got to stay close, right?
Well, yeah, you would.
That's
have
a legal question.
Correct. Yes, you would have to be in the state of Florida to do the closing with Title Writers of America.
So we can't go where the gamble. We got to stay
we
on
cannot,
shore,
no.
maritime and stuff.
Out of state and out of country closings can be done, but they require a mobile notary or the person usually has to go to the consulate. It varies from country to country. But there are legal ramifications, as well as the airplane that we'll discuss.
And what's very interesting, I'm a local guy. I go all over, I was just in Dallas, I'll go to different areas in the state, and my business is with local governments in South Florida. And I got started talking about, right now, everyone doing Airbnb, a lot of your investors and clients. The cities are using permitting and licensing to trigger all these requirements, and we have so many. I'll go up into Lake County, Florida. I'll go into Wakulla. They don't have the issues that we have here. So I just, just talking about video in general, I just started doing like some local 33, 60 municipalities in South Florida. Are you guys gonna, you can underwrite throughout the state or like, so your business is going to be outside of South Florida, or it can be.
It can be anywhere. Anywhere statewide is not a problem. We can do closings, Florida closings in other states as well. If a buyer or seller is out of the state but the property is in Florida, it's not a problem. That always can be done. There's ways to get that complete.
Yeah.
As you mentioned with the Airbnb, huge problem right now. I know people that have gotten fined tens of thousands of dollars because the local municipalities don't want them in the area, or the local
they're using Miami Gardens, for example, a city that I used to work in. They're using reoccupancy inspections to fix old Miami-Dade County problems. So and all of the people who are selling properties in those areas, they're coming into issues and saying, hey Ben, I need these things fixed, and I work. You guys know this. I work closely with title and real estate professionals.
Sure.
So it's really excited that you guys are here talking about that. Is there any, Justin, I want to ask you, is there any, a lot of my education focuses on the lien searches, and you guys are very experienced in the title business. Is there any way that, agents can contact a lien search company, or can they go directly to you and you can order a lien search for them? Because one thing I was stressing to agents in general, which not so much agents, real estate professionals in general, investors, anyone, is that a lot of our agents and professionals, they want the ability, before they make that $10,000 investment and market the property and do everything, luxury agents, single family agents, investment condos, they want the ability to know if there's any permitting or code violations.
Yeah, and that is actually really smart for a listing agent to invest the money in a lien search beforehand, because you don't know until sometimes it's too late. If you have buyer who comes along, you then do the lien search and you discover.
It is costly, and I know that's why it's like Ben didn't think of this idea on his own.
No, of course not.
But again, that's why maybe. But I've talked to people all over, and they're into due diligence,
It's so important to do your
and
due
it's
diligence.
very important in title work. It's also very important. I remember as an agent, I went to these big title companies. They charged a lot of money when they had a legal issue. They said to me, we're going to charge you the same as an attorney owned and operated title company, and we're going to have to hire an attorney when we have a legal issue such as like an application wasn't submitted in the due diligence period of time. So I found great experiences with attorney owned and operated title.
You get a lot more.
And
for
we've
your
talked
money.
about that a little in the past.
Absolutely. The attorneys can do a lot more than a corporate title company can. So it's really important to have the attorney either on staff or be an owner or work with a law firm, because title insurance is the same throughout the state. If you buy a $500,000 house in Dade County, or you buy a $500,000 house in Pensacola, title insurance is going to be the exact same amount of money.
That's awesome.
So you get a lot more for your money when you use
And title
the
insurance
writers of
and
America.
title insurance basically. I've seen the tables and the set premiums. Basically, wherever you go, the only thing different is level of service from the company.
Exactly.
Like what you're saying.
That's why I partner up with him. First of all, he's an attorney.
Yeah.
20 plus years of
Correct.
20 plus years of legal experience in the field of real estate.
Yeah.
So it made sense. And then his ethics, just recently, because we've been operating, we just didn't want to put it out there.
You guys put it out.
You're the first one to know.
You guys,
And
you
too.
well, actually,
You.
you guys were the first one to know because
Right.
they didn't put it out until they
didn't.
spoke to you guys.
And we
Our
just came up
viewers.
with it. We're like, does it make sense? Let's just roll it out.
Yeah.
So we recently had a professional athlete try to buy a property that didn't make sense on the legal side. Justin said, no, here's your money back, Mr. Famous athlete. You can have it.
Look, that's very important because if I see a problem that I can't fix or I see something that I don't want to start in the process. I don't want to take anyone's money. Like, and people say to me, they're like, hey, Ben, can you come out here? I hear their problems on the phone. If I know I can't fix the issue or there was other permitting issues involved and I can't close out the existing one.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing. And I think that is what differentiates the people who are instant gratification from the successful entrepreneurs who want to build.
Right. Yeah. That deal with the professional athlete.
Because especially
multi-million-dollar deal.
Especially you see this a lot. The real estate industry in South Florida breeds a lot of that crap.
Sure. Right.
Because people jump in and out and around. I don't know about the insurance. I don't want to speak about.
The same thing. With this deal, we had the realtor called me. It came through a relationship, and the realtor was so upset to the point that called Justin incompetent, called me incompetent, etc. I said, listen, we're not your average title company. We're not going to do something that's unethical. Or it wasn't unethical. It didn't feel right.
It wasn't right.
We're not doing the best interest of the client.
I've had a lot of agents again who are so motivated for that commission, and I am the biggest supporter of agents and real estate professionals. They want to close. They might want to do less of an escrow holdback that leaves the buyer seller exposed to fix one of my things, and I'm like, guys, no. And then I have an attorney sometimes, no offense, or a real estate agent, which I am one, so I could say, they make up some price out of the sky. And buyer and seller agrees, but that's what it's about. That's what it's about, looking up for people's interests. Because, again, and that realtor doesn't understand. Because if this guy would have bought the problem, she would have lost the relationship with him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not to mention the lawsuit.
Yeah.
And
no,
as I see it in insurance, because I do professional liability, there's a lot of realtors getting sued
for misrepresentation.
For basically not knowing. There's a lot of realtors, and I understand that there's a need to earn an income, and real estate is a fast-growing industry, but
I see the ones on the roller coaster.
Right.
Again, that's your majority of agents. They're again, sometimes they're very cash hungry.
They are, and that cash hunger,
And that's why that leads these,
not only gets them into trouble, but it gets their brokers into trouble.
Sure,
Because
sure.
now the broker hires someone who made a mistake, but if that person is not insured, they don't have an errors and omission policy or professional liability policy, it trickles back down to the broker who's giving them that name.
Do all insurance people do everything? Like errors and omissions, liability. Some people say, for example, I don't want to work with contractors.
Right.
I don't write contractors' policies, or
No. Actually, in South Florida, most insurance agencies will do personal lines, which is home, auto, and maybe the small business.
I want to let you know on an insurance perspective, and I know we're touching on a lot of different areas, but my first experience as a licensed general contractor is going to an insurance agent and them telling me to falsify the amount of years that I was in business.
Oh, wow.
So I got a lower premium and underwrote the policy. And I said to the guy, and I'm not an insurance professional, I'm not a legal professional. I said to the guy, I'm like, but what if I have a claim, sir?
Oh, been denied.
You would have been denied.
Instantly.
So you're whether it's 900 versus 1400, I don't want your 900.
Right.
And to tell you the truth, I want to get the hell out of here.
That is one of the biggest problems. It's an epidemic we have in South Florida, where the agent will fill out the application on behalf of the client. And
so the agent fills out the seller's disclosure, it says on the seller's disclosure, this is first of all, use it. Second of all, have the seller fill it out.
Of course. And the way it should be is if the agent is going to assist the client in the application.
I'm sorry, we crossed.
No, it doesn't matter.
Insurance agent.
Insurance agent.
We crossed a little bit into real estate insurance.
The
We're going to be doing that a lot.
Because it's authentic. It's real.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
We're just talking about personal.
The agent has to disclose everything that's in the application and make sure that the client understands it. Because the first thing the insurance company sees when there's a claim, the first thing that an adjuster goes to see is the application. And if something doesn't add up, he's going to go, well, you misrepresented
the first red
yourself
tag, bam,
in the application. Therefore, clink, I'm denying the claim.
That's the same thing.
That's
the same thing as the city inspector. Any compliance related, they're going to look for the stuff on the surface. If the stuff on the surface doesn't look good, they're not going to entertain the stuff under it.
Yeah.
True.
Very true.
But thank you so much, guys, for coming out. I know we went over, and I just wanted to thank you guys. I want Justin and Pedro to tell you guys how to contact them if they need any title, insurance, or underwriting things. Justin?
Sure. My social media, you can find me at Mr. Nepola, Nepola. And if you have any legal questions, you can call me directly. My cell number is 954-415-6522. And I'm always happy to answer any questions or help you out in any way I can. Thank you.
All right, so you can contact me in social media at Insurance Papi, P-A-P-I. The title company, you can go to title, W-O-A, writersofamerica.com. You can reach us there, or you can call Justin at the number that he just said, because he likes to take those phone calls personally. He actually does take the phone calls personally. And any other, you can go to my main page, which is Pedro Curbelo Inc., and in there you can find out who I am and what other businesses I own. And I'm now looking for you to come do business with me. So go there, see if I have anything that's in interest of you, and we might be doing business together.
And I love these. I wouldn't even call them interviews. I mean, this is a conversation that I'm having with friends. So I really love to have these things. So if you like these conversations we're having locally, you can like our Facebook page, Boss Construction Group Permitting and Code Violation Solutions, and you could see more of these videos when we talk to local professionals. And again, one of the things going back to the beginning of our conversation, when I spoke about relevancy, I talk about relevant topics. I talk about some things that might be going on in your business or your life. And I try and bring people together. And that's what I look for when I find great friends to bring on the show. Thank you so much, Pedro.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
for having
Justin.
us.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.